Ready? You got your full body lights on.
Awesome. I'm gonna do something a little different this vlog. Remember how I always said I never knew the direction that these vlogs were gonna go, and that they're always
evolving and changing and turning into different things?
Kind of like an amoeba.
It's a good word. Amoeba.
The one thing that has stayed consistent throughout these vlogs are I have just told my story.
That's it. Just here's my story, my perspective, how my brain is doing things.
I want to do something a little different. Today I would like to share the space of this vlog and not just tell my story, but hope to kind of pry into the world of the Richards.
But don't worry, my filter will be all over it, so there will be shenanigans and fun editing tricks.
This whole idea came to me and Carrie while we were sitting on Coach Rick's boat in North Carolina, and we drove all over the lake. He lived down and showed us all these houses he built in the past.
Right, Liz, did this house kick my ass? This house kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Yep, there's two screens. Yeah, you have a lower level that is where their hot tub is and an outdoor shower. Then you have the screen and porch, which has an eat-in kitchen in it.
As Coach Rick was sitting there, just proud of his accomplishments and how perfect every house was and how he did it his way, and it was his own business, and you could just see it.
Right here, this one. Just building these stairs and everything. I had simultaneous projects going on. The dock project, then the house project. So it's, you know, it's a lot to control.
And it was just fun seeing the pride on his face. But then halfway through the boat ride, he just kind of looks at me and goes,
You know, but then when 9/11 happened in the war, you know, my business it just tanked, and nobody was buying houses, and I didn't have a job.
You could kind of see it in his face. You know, it kind of brought him down a little bit. But then he immediately looked up and just goes, but that was the best thing that ever happened to me because it allowed me to spend more time with my family. Even before that, I knew Rick was a good guy, but that just kind of launched him to this whole new level. So, this vlog is supposed to be New Jersey, and there will be New Jersey in there, but it's going to be more of the Coach Rick vlog. So here we go.
So, how do I know Coach Rick?
Coach Rick was set up in the hospital for a while, and he was in bed rest, and he couldn't do anything except surf the internet. And little behold, he found my vlogs.
He thinks I'm funny. I'm not that funny, but he thinks I'm funny, so I'll accept that.
And then he said it just kind of reminds him of the same thing he did when he was my age, chasing the dream. And he was doing exactly what I was doing. And so from that moment on, I met him in Reno, and we clicked a little bit more.
And a few months later, I was staying at his house.
Kind of crazy, but hey, you gotta live for the story, right? And it turned out to be awesome because we hit it off even more.
And lo and behold, he invited me to vacation with his family in New Jersey. This vlog is an amoeba.
Just meeting strangers on the internet that now are some of your favorite people. So, we made it to New Jersey with Coach Rick. So Coach Rick and his family. Coach Rick is obviously the father and the husband of Liz, his daughter Morgan, his son Justin, and then Muriel and Luke were staying at the same beach house with Carrie and myself. Immediately upon arrival in New Jersey, we checked out the house, dumped our stuff on, put on our suits, and went and jumped in the ocean.
Okay, go!
But immediately upon getting into the ocean, there was seaweed. I don't know if that is bad ocean etiquette. People who live by the ocean should let me know.
I'm a jerk and through seaweed.
back to the story. I didn't really know what to expect right away when I got there.
I was just like, well, we're here for a week.
With people I don't know completely yet.
But I feel strangely comfortable around them.
They're showing me some of these crazy videos of them just getting rejected by poles.
You told me go to a 15-foot pole.
You went to a 15-foot pole.
Yep, there it was. It ate my lunch, didn't it? And I tried it again. I said, wait a minute. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, no.
You're up over it. You had your hips
I went for it, though.
Him jumping in high school. These videos were classic. I mean, someone should put these on the internet.
I'm digging there now.
Yeah, you were digging.
There it is. No!
Close.
No!
That was it.
I was pissed. You know what kind of bar we had though? We had that bullshit plastic end bar.
Yeah, it would have been any different than that.
Bullshit! That thing sucked.
the standard.
Anthony Corinne.
There's Anthony Kern right there. See his lamb strings all flicked and he was done. He was done.
Oh man.
1976.
18-8.
He used to shove. You have that a little bit, Shawn. You shove the pole away from you when you run, right?
A little bit.
4 more inches, you'll be up there, Shawn, right there. Over. You're going over that.
Do what?
You just did 18-8 that time.
But that's what we did. We watched pole vault videos. We hung out on the Jersey Shore, and we pole vaulted. And then here's the rest of the shenanigans we got into.
No, Danny Burt's on the left, and Steve Hess was in that red sweatshirt, the Rutgers sweatshirt.
What assistants? So old, they got colored.
Let's get the meat out of the way. This was the first year in like 150 years that the weekend that this was going on that it rained.
And it didn't just rain once, it rained like 2 of the 4 days.
And it really messed up the runways and the pits. So think about having a raised runway on the beach, and then when the sand gets wet, everything shifts and moves and gets sticky, and it was just kind of a nightmare for him, and I felt kind of bad for him. All the kids got through it, and I vaulted on the last day. And by the time I jumped on the runway was a little kind of wiggly and off a little bit, and there wasn't even enough to do a full approach. I tried to squeak a 9 approach runway in with 10 feet less of runway that I actually had. So this is how it went. First jump, a blow through, like big time blow through.
Oh.
Second jump.
Get it, babe.
I didn't swing it up because I took off under, because that's what's gonna happen when you have 10 feet that you're supposed to run slower. And then the third attempt, I came in at 5 meters because I was not doing so hot, and I sat over it. It was the ugliest jump of the entire year, and
I'm a little embarrassed to have a 5-meter jump on my resume now.
that's okay. And then at 5:20, one where I took off under. The second one I took under. And then the last one I was so mad I blew through it. So that's just how it goes.
Get it. Oh, fuck.
And that was the meat. And no big thing. That's just kind of how it goes. So the whole time while we're watching these videos, Coach Rick's just jumping around like,
My hammy! I think my hammy feeling good.
and he's got stem up to it, and I got him drinking pickle juice, and then I remember
Wait, Carrie is a massage therapist.
I suggested to Carrie without thinking.
You want me to touch Coach Rick's butt?
Stop filming.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Shawn.
She's gonna kill me for putting this in the vlog. Coach Rick's getting his hamstring rubbed out, and he's just moaning though.
Oh, Carrie, it feels so good. So good.
Wow, that hurts already. Something wrong there, Carrie? Caught in the act.
And I can't stop laughing. But with that hamstring kind of pull, it kind of put Coach Rick as
Like, I think I can jump. I want to jump. You know, he's kind of jumpy, and this is Coach Rick. He's always kind of like doing this kind of thing, you know?
that's just Coach Rick. And if you know him, that's kind of how he is. Just a million miles a minute, all the time. He did one run through down the runway and he didn't jump. And you could see his only goal for the last like couple months was to end in New Jersey because it's his hometown and he just wanted to jump at this meet. And then when he couldn't, he was just kind of
dropping down a couple pegs, and you could see it, he was bummed out.
On the upside with the Masters meet, I met some pretty cool guys. Some of those Master guys are really cool. I got to see Lawrence Johnson jump. It's cool seeing Lawrence too. He was like the guy I watched videos of growing up all the time.
Well, he talks about him all the time. I met him last year at the Vault, so I went over, I was like,
Yeah.
hey, Mr. Johnson. And he was like, hey, congrats. And so he's been keeping up, which is intimidating.
He was like the first guy to email me when I started making those vlogs too. Finally got to shake his hand and meet him. And it's one of those guys who, you know, I don't know who you guys look at now, whether it's like
Brad Walker, Mark Hollis, or somebody like that, and it kind of starstruck you because you watch their videos all the time and you want to jump like they jump.
one of mine was Lawrence Johnson growing up, so just shaking his hand. And the sheer fact that he was one of the first people to ever contact me after making these vlogs, that was pretty cool to me. I was jacked to meet him. It's awesome. So after everyone got done jumping,
I was done and kind of bummed out that 5 meters. I'm tired, everything hurts.
I should have had an 8 left approach, and Coach Rick,
Hamstrings falling apart, I'm getting old, and this is terrible.
and I don't drink at all, but Coach Rick had like 1.5 beers, and that was it, and he just started dancing. He was dancing. And by dancing, I mean he was dancing to everything.
Is that the new dance?
No, but he was just doing. Do you? No, watch him.
Watch. Yeah, you look like a rapist.
He even invented his own pole vault dance.
It's so awesome. Wait, let's do the pole vaulter again. Do the pole vaulter.
He was dancing.
What? Hey, Teenage Dream or Fireworks?
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
There we go, mama.
And by dancing, I mean he was dancing to everything. He just kept dancing.
Open Gangnam Style.
That it just hit him this hard. And it hits him this hard because Coach Rick doesn't drink at all. He says he drinks a couple beers at the end of the season and that's it. And this is the end of his season. He had like 1.5 beers and that was it.
So it's kind of the equivalent of like if you don't train for a whole year and then you decide to start training again, you're super sore.
Instead of Coach Rick being super sore by having a drink or two, he he's got really sore.
He said, safety first, I better wear Shawn's helmet.
He's alive! Alive! He's alive! He's alive!
So I'd like to say right now, like I don't drink at all. I don't see the pros in it, but hey, it's your choice if you want to do it or not. I'm not going to hold it against you, and he's a grown man if he wants to have a beer.
Stop it, Dale! Stop it! Stop it!
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
I just can't believe it affected him that much.
That's how that ended.
Man! I got, hey!
So we had 4 days of shenanigans. So first we went parasailing. It was Coach Rick's brother who runs his parasailing thing in New Jersey, and Carrie's never been parasailing before.
Nervous? Here they go. Oh, how scared are you right now?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
What about you?
And it scared the crap out of her.
Right behind us? Oh, looks like we're going down. We are going down. And we're falling fast.
And not gonna lie, I'm kind of a jerk and was taking advantage of her and her being afraid of heights.
Oh, there's a fish right there. There is, look at him.
Oh my god, there are. It better not be a shark. Oh my god. Oh my god! No!
She's freaking out. Freaking out? That'll be good on the, Oh, yeah.
It was awesome. Parasailing's fun. Do it. Check these guys out. I'll put a link to the description. Best parasailing place I've ever been. Not even lying. After that, we checked out Atlantic City.
What'd you get? Jelly!
And got a group picture because I had a GoPro on a stick.
With no money! We're out of money! People are watching us right now. Look at those lunatics out there.
I told Justin, because I saw this shirt, that we should go get these free hug shirts.
And then go try and get free hugs.
So, our first free hug, Justin. Yeah. Chicken curry. Hug the wiener. Yeah, we all love the wiener. Loving the wiener.
God.
Oh
my god.
Love this wiener.
Love the wiener.
Carrie does not want me hugging strangers,
Because she is a girl and I'm her boyfriend.
which is cool.
So I just sold Justin. That's that good.
Free hug. Free hug. Oh, precious. I'm out. I'm out. Free hug. Free hug. No rejection. Oh. Deal with it. You're 50-50. Where's that? Free hugs, spreading the love. Free hug. Oh no!
Hug this kid! He really needs a hug!
Free hugs, giving free hugs. Yeah! Oh, longest. Oh, two! Spreading the love.
I didn't even try and get hugs, but people were hugging me.
Yeah! Oh!
And all of a sudden there was a hug orgy going on.
Didn't even have to ask. He needs one too. Yeah! Oh yes! So good!
So these shirts work. If you are feeling down and in the dumps and you need a hug,
Get this shirt. I actually made one and put it on my Zazzle page, so go get the free hug shirt that I just put on Zazzle. It looks kind of like this, but way better. Check it out.
Free hugs. They're really nice.
Oh, reject! Oh, yeah!
After a little bit of hugging, we decided to go on this crazy ride that had New Jersey. It's just this little spinny thing. Coach Rick was saying he doesn't do so hot with rides, but I kept giving him peer pressure, and I'll take the blame for it. He went on it,
And as soon as he got on, he was ready to get off of it. He looked like he was going to throw up and puke in his shoes before he put his shoes back on.
That forward did me in. That did me in, man. I just went out.
Forward flippies.
Luckily I had gum in there. I would have been losing it.
It was pretty good. So overall, the trip was awesome. I mean, I couldn't have asked for better people to stay with. Coach Rick is amazing. His wife Liz is amazing. Morgan's awesome. Justin's like my little brother now. I kind of adopted him. And I feel like I just have another family out there. And it all happened just because I put myself out here in these vlogs. And you just never know what's going to happen. I can't say enough about Coach Rick and his family. They are phenomenal. I just can't believe they welcomed us in like that. And it blows my mind. And again, it's the pole vault community. There's nothing like the pole vault community. I had the absolute privilege of meeting Paul Richards, which is Coach Rick's dad. And when he was down there around all the pole vaulters, everybody came up to him. He was just one of those guys who's touched so many people in his life that people just want to be around him. Every time I talked to him, he would talk to me about sailing, and that was kind of one of his first loves. But this talk came from Paul, who's 76 years old. As we were walking down by the ocean, he looks at me and just goes, "Life is a lot like sailing, you know. Some days the sky is gray and the water's hitting you so hard you think you're going to die. But then you wake up the next morning to the most beautiful sunrise you've ever seen, and the water is still as glass. Something that beautiful in front of you makes you forget about anything that ugly in your past. Life is a lot like sailing, you know." I like that. I don't know, I have no words. That just says it the best it could ever be. And you know, my thoughts go out to him. Paul has some health issues, and so if you guys could just throw a couple positive thoughts his way, that's all I ask. So, Coach Richards, some of my favorite people in the entire world, and we're only gonna become better friends from here on out.
So like always, please subscribe. You guys know the drill by now. Instagram, Shawn Danger Hoot. Twitter, Shawn Danger Hoot. Same thing.
If you guys want those free hug shirts,
they're not free, but they help me continue pole vaulting and making these vlogs. So head over to Zazzle.com/ShawnDangerHoot, and you can pick one of those up, or other Team Hoot gear. It's pretty awesome.
last but not least, I will add some 1 month of free training in this description. I'll leave it up for a week. So you people who are watching these religiously, if you want some free training for a week, it's pretty generic, so it can help anybody and everybody out. It's yours. It's kind of my thank you for watching.
So, I know I'm trying to make money to keep doing this, but for a week, take it. And once that week's done, I'll take it down, so you're welcome.
Next week, I'll talk about Britt's Pub and some of the training I've been doing. Alright, see you guys later, bye. It's time to run. Like, he can't see, so he listens for my footsteps, so sometimes he just stands in the lane, waiting to hear the footsteps. Yeah, for a blind dog, he's pretty awesome.
He's my buddy. Me and Squish, we're pals.
Paul Richards in Bridgewater.
They call themselves Paul Richards Flying Circus, and that's because in this sport they're in the air more than they are on the ground. They're professional pole vaulters that get together several times a week under the direction of their mentor, Paul Richards. He's not a man who's a former
young there, huh?
world record. But what this man can do is coach.
Wow.
There's Billy right
Rocket
there.
Man. You have to be fearless, really, to get up there and hang on a pole 18 feet or 17 feet and hang upside down. It takes a special type of a person to be a pole vaulter. Not just being a good athlete, I think you have to have some reckless abandon in you. If you don't have that reckless abandon, you're kind of lost.
His son Ricky is a member of the Flying Circus. 2 years ago, when he was 15, he held the world record for that age group at 15 feet.
The first time time when I made a bar, it wasn't a bar, it was a string. Jumped in our backyard, my brother and I, and we went over a string. And that's how I got it. Got started.
I even had sideburns. That was cool.
Billy Lang is the circus star. In January, he broke the high school national indoor record with a leap of 17 feet. That record was tied a month later, but he still holds world records for ages 14, 15, and 16.
I think the ball's out in my mind before I do it. As I'm standing at the end of the runway like, oh man, I can picture the jump before I take off.
And this method should continue to work as the outdoor season begins. I'm Trish DeGasperis.